I'm ready.
Welcome everyone back to the Jazz Podcast. No, redo that. Welcome everyone back to the Jazz Podcast. I think it's like episode 35 or the 36, right?
35, 35, 35,
35.
35.
I'm Chris. Got my co-host Javi, and
Yes,
we
sir.
have our
What up, guys?
guest Robert Bond, who's playing Willy Wonka in the upcoming play at Washes. Um,
Yes, he is.
Before we start, we're gonna make a few announcements. We're officially the best podcast in Waynesboro. Officially, no podcast better
Where?
than ours. And
Where?
also, we the episodes are now available on Spotify, both on Spotify and YouTube. And some people asked about just like an audio version of the podcast. You can do that on Spotify, or if you listen to the podcast on YouTube Music, you can do that. So just for those people
Yep.
that asked.
Well, you, Mr. Robert. Robert, what's your last name, Robert?
Sorry?
What's your last name? Your last name.
Bond. B-O-N-D.
Okay, Willy Wonka. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Robert Bond. I'm playing Willy Wonka in the high school show of Willy Wonka.
Okay.
All right, let's just start with the questions then.
Yes.
Have you ever
Go ahead.
struggled with stage fright, or were you always comfortable in front of a crowd?
I kind of started young-ish. I didn't start as young as most people, like most popular actors have. I started in around, I'm gonna say, first grade. And I did the school talent show, and I was horrified. I'm gonna be honest. And then what really got me was I saw like the crowd singing along to the song that I was singing. I was singing "Stand by Me" by Ben E. King. I saw a lot of the teachers singing along, and it like kind of brought me into it. And it just completely went away, and I haven't really been scared in front of a crowd since then.
That's a nice
Okay.
story.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Pretty cool. How did you get into theater or musicals?
I started like theater in 2019 at WCTT, Waynesboro Children's Theater Troupe, in a production of Wizard of Oz, and I played Toto, with my sister being the Wicked Witch, and we kind of went in together, and then that's how I kind of started, and then I've just been doing more shows since then.
Is
Okay,
the
okay.
Toto's the dog, isn't he?
Hmm Yeah,
I can't imagine how you'd play.
it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little rough because I was in a giant fursuit that was
Did you
very, very hot.
Did you get on four hands and stuff?
Yeah, I like completely busted up my knees for like those 4 months. It was not a super great experience.
Yeah, I remember the last show I went to. There was a cow.
He's a very nice prince, and it's a very nice ball, and when I enter, they trumpet him, and the prince is the prince.
hmm That one was that was Into the Woods. I was in that one too, and
I remember.
that was
Yeah,
puppeted by
that's
two
good.
people. So
Could you play again?
they
You
were
played
lucky. The Baker.
Jack. Yeah.
The Baker.
Oh, the Baker. Oh,
Baker.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Baker. Okay, yeah, I remember. What's your favorite musical?
Phantom of the Opera is I'm a really huge fan of that show. It has a really great story, and I'm a really big fan of all the music.
Okay, very good.
would you say the factory currently complies with OSHA standards?
Not at all. I'm gonna be honest. Not at all. We have a kid falling into Chocolate River and almost drowning. One of the kids almost explodes. Kid gets shrunk down to like a doll, like literally, like he's very small. And there's no way for him to get bigger again. And the other girl falls, maybe not to her death. So, it's not super
Okay.
safe for children. I don't understand why we're letting kids in, but it's the higher ups, not me.
Okay. What's your favorite musical that you have ever done?
That I've done. I'm gonna have to say Into the Woods last year. That was last year's the high school show. It was just the cast was really good. It was just a really fun place to be around, and the songs I was a huge fan of.
What's your hot take about theater?
It's easier than it looks. Like, I know some people are like, oh, I'm terrified to get in front of a stage and this and that. Another good way that I don't get stage fright is I usually don't wear glasses on stage, so I'm most of the time like completely blind, so I can't see the audience. And also, this like audience is completely dark because there's only lights shining on you when you're on stage, so it's a lot easier to get over that stage fright. And like memorizing lines when you're doing it for like months on end and like saying like doing the scene with like a book in front of you and you're reading the lines with other people, like you just memorize them eventually like you would anything else, so it's just a lot easier than it really seems.
That's actually something I was thinking about too. I was gonna ask about that, just memorizing, because I
Mhm.
can't. Do you memorize like the entire show or just like scenes that
uh
you're in?
I memorize the scenes I'm in, but like there's understudies who memorize their lines. If they have another role, they memorize their lines and the person they're understudying. So yeah. So I
Um,
personally memorize the lines that I say, and then a good way to do it is just memorizing that scene so that you know, like once a certain person says their line, you know to go after them or before them and so on.
yeah.
Mhm.
Where did you find your Oompa Loompas?
Um, they're from Loompaland, as I say in the show, which you guys should definitely come see. The lore of the Oompas are explained.
I'll go
Um,
see.
what would you say is your favorite Fortnite season?
Little bit of a hot take. Chapter 2, Season 4. The second Marvel season. I just have a good amount of nostalgia from that one. Either that or Chapter 2, Season 2, which is like the obvious answer. That was a great season. I never got the Battle Pass, which I was very, very sad about because I really liked Midas.
What do you
Chapter
think about
two,
that one?
season.
Was that the one with
So like,
Wolverine?
Uh,
there was a lot with
Chapter
Wolverine.
2,
And
Season 4 was the one with Wolverine.
I didn't play that one.
I got
so the thing
Wolverine.
is
I was very
that
proud of
I'm
myself.
I'm talking by the way. I'm a new gen.
Sorry, what?
I'm a I'm a new gen. So like,
Mm.
I don't like really, like, yeah, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, this guy's not OG, clearly.
Do you plan on bringing like the musical theater in like to your adult life?
Um, I was I'm mostly planning on it. I don't really know what I want to do like in the future. I have a couple career plans, but like I'm most likely going to do theater as either a full-time job or a hobby when I'm older. I plan on it. Yes.
Hey, you have a good resume so far. You got some pretty big lead roles in high school. So, what's your favorite song from the newest show?
Um, there's no knowing. Have you guys seen the original movie
Well, which one?
for
There's a
Willy
lot of them.
Wonka? Like the original one with like
Oh,
Gene Wilder and like the original one.
Willy
yeah.
Wonka.
Mhm. You know, like the boat scene where he's like going crazy and just spewing random stuff.
Yeah.
In our
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
we have that exact scene, but instead of him
Uh,
blabbering about random things, it's a song and it's really cool. And I get to do an evil laugh at the end, which is really fun.
excuse me, 1 second. Can I take my pail? It's like
Well, while he's doing that, my favorite song was always I forget what it's called. Something Imagination. What was
Oh,
that?
Pure Imagination.
Yeah,
That's a
Pure
good one.
Imagination. I was actually at there was like a show a couple days ago where it was like a bunch of like the entire district was singing.
Mm.
You were there, right? You
Oh,
sung that. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Robert. Oh wait, what's his full legal name?
Robert Bond, good job. That was good.
That was very good.
That was the Music in Our Schools concert, yeah.
Yeah, that was very nice. I have a very good connection with that song. I used to listen to it with my mom a lot.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
but that is a really good song. I like that one.
For anyone wondering, it's vitamin D.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
I was just about to ask,
Yeah, just vitamin D. I suffer that, but
who's a cast member you love working with?
Colin Henderson, he plays Mr. Salt. This is his first time acting this year, which I'm very surprised about because he got in character like so unbelievably quickly, and he like had all of his lines memorized. And he's just like he's just very positive to be around. And he's hilarious too. And just, his character is like my favorite in the show. Like he's the funniest like I've ever like laughed on stage with somebody.
what is your favorite line in your musical? In the musical that you're producing right now, that you're gonna be part of?
That's a hard one. I do make fun of like all the kids a lot, which is like really fun. There is one line though where I'm talking to Mr. Salt, the Colin Henderson's character, and he's like asking to buy my boat, and I'm like, "Bad parent says what?" And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry. Bad parent says what?" And he's like, "What?" Again, and I say, "Exactly," and that's a really funny line.
Uh-huh.
My turn.
bad, bro.
Would you still love me
Mm,
if I was a
like it.
worm?
Obviously, yes.
Like even if I didn't have any limbs and I couldn't talk and like I was like dirty and slimy and a worm.
Be a little difficult, but yes, I would. Yes.
Is tomorrow today?
No, fucking idiot. Tomorrow's tomorrow.
No, am I asking you? I'm not. You're. I'm not. We're not interviewing you. We're interviewing Robert here. Okay. So you shut the hell up and you don't tell. You answer questions, but you don't answer questions. Robert, is tomorrow today?
No, it is not.
Very good.
What's your favorite part when working on a new show?
Like honestly, the first rehearsal after like everybody is casted, just like seeing everybody like the first read through of the script that we do, like in our characters, it's just I don't know, it just feels good because like it's like a preview of like what the next few months are going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay. If you had one message for the world, and like, what would that be? What would that message be?
Always try to like do more, like if you're too scared to do theater, just try it, and if it doesn't work out, do it. But that's like not even just for theater, just like for anything that you like want to do, just try it, and if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, you know?
Yeah, sure. Can you sing me something right now? Is that like a possibility? Like whatever you want, just sing me something.
Just like a little snippet. Like a demo.
Yeah, yeah.
Legally, I don't know if I'm allowed to sing Wonka.
No, not Wonka. Like whatever you want, whatever you feel like.
Huh. Well, I know a lot of songs. Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like whatever you want.
No, anything I want. Difficult. I know a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Huh.
Take your time. Take your time.
Oh wait.
Oh wait.
Music of the Night from Phantom of the Opera. I did practice that a lot. I'll do that one.
Let me hear. Let me hear.
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination.
Dude, do you like take classes or anything, or do you just like? Would you say you were born?
I've had voice lessons for the past 2 years. And I've done
By the way. Just saying that.
and I've done a couple like other like different classes like for like singing for the stage and like other acting classes like that.
Honestly, you kind of have the voice of Willy Wonka. Like it kind of fits.
What
I
mode
mean,
is it?
honestly, I got really lucky because like literally my like voice is like the exact like I'm comfortable with singing like all the songs, which like you get lucky for with acting or like any theater like musicals. It's like perfectly in my voice range, so I don't really have much like super difficulty singing it. I did near the beginning because like I didn't know the music too well, but like now that I actually know it, it's easier to sing.
Your turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How does your chocolate taste so good, dude?
It's made with love, care, and orange people.
Orange people. That's the
Elaborate
first one.
on love.
And orange people.
What exactly is love
Love do you put in?
physically?
What love
Um,
do you put in the chocolate?
the
Where does the
love
love
by
come
love,
from?
I mean the Oompa Loompas just love making chocolate, so
They put their love in the chocolate.
they sure do.
Okay. My uncle actually said he got food poisoning from a Wonka bar. What do you have to say about this?
Next question. Next question.
Okay. Who's your
Yeah, when
least
you
favorite
say
friend
you
and
kill
why
it-
is it Michael?
um, he takes really bad notes whenever I'm not in class. And whenever I get them, I can like never really read them. Yeah,
So
No
you're
other
with it?
reason.
a couple, but
There's not very
let's move
physically
on.
reason why.
A couple big ones.
Big points.
You know Timothée Chalamet? Chalamet, you know the actor. Did he copy you or did you copy him?
um,
Or was it a
he
coincidence?
actually we're cousins, honestly. And he like came to me whenever he was playing Willy Wonka, and he was like, "Hey, how should I go about this character?" And I was like, "Well, just be
Holy
you, Timmy."
shit.
He came to you for tips. Holy shit.
Mhm.
Hold on, can we excuse me, sorry to interrupt. Robert, look, so I just these my right? And every
Mhm.
time I've been like taking my pill, I've been taking it off. Right? But I just found out that there's like a little thing here, look. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Idiot.
How would you describe your father, who is a dentist?
He works on teeth.
Wasn't he like abusive? Didn't he like rip out your teeth?
No, I don't think so.
Pussy. Hey, why is your mama so stupid?
Because she brought a spoon to the Super Bowl. Is he gonna ask me my next question?
Be patient.
What's your favorite kid?
Odd question.
Why'd you give one a whole factory then?
Honestly, I think I'm going bankrupt, and I also just like killed a couple kids, so I'm
You
putting all the
admitted to it,
blame on
though.
him. I'm
You
giving
admitted to it,
all
though.
the blame on him.
You admitted to
No.
killing a kid.
But
Okay.
actually, it's the factory owner who did it, and now it is Charlie Bucket. So,
So he should die.
nah.
Yeah. One second, I'll be back.
Hi, I'm taking over to ask one question.
Okay.
Why do you think people should join theater?
Or
Go on.
I would say it's just really. It's not just like the theater aspect and just like learning lines and putting on a show. It's about like the people you meet too. Like I've made more friends in theater than I have in like any other extracurricular activity I've ever done.
Right.
It's just a really good place to meet new people.
Well, lovely. Thank you.
Mhm.
Are you hurt?
Sorry.
sorry, my girlfriend's getting the mic. uh. Okay. How did you get the role?
It's a
Um,
stupid question.
I auditioned for it.
It's a fucking
No, no,
stupid
no.
question.
Am I
feel dumb
asking
for
you
answering.
again? Am I asking you again?
I'm sorry.
You're pissing me off.
I'm sorry.
Nah, don't come here with that attitude, because that's not how we're gonna handle things. You're putting me. You're embarrassing my guest
Sorry,
here.
sorry.
No, don't be sorry, because it's your fault. Look what you're doing. Are you like stupid or something? Look at yourself, bro. Just let him answer.
Just go.
Whatever.
You're embarrassing me.
I'm embarrassing. I'm embarrassing now.
You know, I told him to wear brown, right? He's not wearing any brown. Like for the thing, like I'm wearing a
Look
shirt
at my
that's like from a
skin.
milk farm.
Look at my
like for the
skin.
build, for the bit, you know.
I'm browning off. Just shut the. You're fucking pissing me off, bro. Just
Answer the
whatever.
question.
Okay. Just answer the fucking question, Robert.
I auditioned for it. I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's his fault.
Why
Just
do you
have
hate
an
me?
attitude.
And no, I'm not insecure. Why do you hate me, Robert?
I don't hate you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look at him. Fuck off. How much money for you to sell to Slugworth? Like how much money for you to sell your company to Slugworth?
He is a rat, and I would never do that.
Well, I'm not asking you like how much money. Like,
is
theoretically,
Slugworth?
you know?
Somebody
it-
didn't look
Yes.
at the show.
Bro, you didn't. Oh, did you? Oh my God.
What the hell is
Buddy did not
Slugworth?
research.
Did,
He's my arch nemesis who stole my candy balloon
Yes.
recipe. That's what he did.
Oh, he's like the spy, right? Okay.
this guy didn't watch the show. Are you?
Well, it hasn't. It hasn't.
What a
It
Filipino
hasn't been in theaters
twink.
yet. On March 14th, you can go watch it though.
Yes,
March
you can.
14th, 15th, and 16th. Buy tickets now. Link in the
Watch all
Watches
three of
ASP bio. Watch all 3 shows.
Idiot. Hey, what is an Oompa Loompa, and are they working against their will?
No. Surprisingly, they are not working against their will. They're there willingly. I saved them from their horrible island called Loompa Land, where snazzy wanglers and wangdoodles would rip them apart. So
So you saved them, or is that just
Mhm.
like
How much-
the
how much-
alibi?
How much an hour?
no,
are
I
you
did.
paying them?
That is honest. I did save them. Their island is horrible.
How much are you paying them? Like an hour?
$0. They just really like working.
Okay, so that's illegal.
Okay. No, it's illegal. It's slave work.
That is illegal.
You also drown the kid.
Are Oompa Loompas human, or is this like animal?
No, they are Oompa Loompas.
So is that like primate
Oh, they're
based,
humans?
or they're like?
Because, I mean, you know Preston Tracy? They look like,
Mhm.
like him, but like with like
Like
different
orange
haircut.
skin and like green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, shout out to Preston Tracy right now. if you're
Shout out to
watching this. I
Preston
love you,
Tracy
love
for
you.
being
That's a
really.
Preston Tracy. Really supportive of my will. I think I think like Preston Tracy is like one of my like best friends, and I support him no matter what.
He's
Like, I think he's a
consistently
great guy.
been one of my least favorite people ever since I met him in elementary school. Like he moved from like Maori or something, and I wouldn't even want to say enemy. I wouldn't describe him as my enemy just because that would give him too much attention that like I wouldn't want him to have. He's just like he's basically just been dead to me my entire life. And like anytime
Yes,
anytime he's been ever in my vision, I'm talking. Anytime he's been in my vision, he's just been
oh,
like a
you're
nuisance.
talking now.
And
You're talking now. You're talking now. Are you
Okay.
are you for real now?
all right, let's move on
You're
to the community
embarrassing me.
questions.
Yo, stop, Chris. Stop putting your like mouth or like whatever. There's none of your business, bro. Let him
Bro.
be.
All right, I
Hmm.
don't know. Sometimes I just get concerned, just like equal rights and just like
Whatever.
whatever.
Gavin
Yeah.
Miller asked.
I will not be answering that question.
Okay.
Pussy.
Brooklyn.
What are you here
Coos-
for then?
For what other reason are you here? Brooklyn Kuntz asks, Brooklyn.
Way to stutter.
Well, this is worded weird. Brooklyn Kuntz wants to know why do you look like Willy Wonka?
That's a fucking bitch ass question.
Fucking stupid
I just
questions.
was kind of born that way, I guess.
Fucking dumbass bitch.
Guys,
ho.
Please ask better questions next time, or else we're not gonna do this bit again. If you guys are gonna ask
For
terrible
real.
questions.
Yeah, can we just skip that one? Can we just skip that one?
Yeah, just pretend we didn't
Alright,
answer that one.
alright. All right, next question. Owen Sandbauer asked,
I did. What is with Owen Sandbauer? But I'm not answering that question.
Do you not know? I'm just
Have
gonna
you
assume the
ever,
answer is
like,
yes
you
if you're
don't
not
know?
gonna answer.
Yeah, not me too. I'm a hope.
I
but yes.
legally am not allowed to
Do they have homes
Answer that.
outside of the factory?
No, they have rooms
When the
inside.
state-
So
the
they
factory.
do they
Oh.
do all their dirty work like in the factory. That can't be sanitary. How do they reproduce?
I'm pretty sure the Oompa Loompas do not have genders. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do
it's all
they,
gay.
you know,
I
Okay. Dominic Kipe asks, "Why are you gonna rip out your hair? And what are your thoughts on Grandpa Joe?"
voice crack. Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Okay. Why? Dominic Kipe asks, "Why are you gonna rip out your hair? And what are your thoughts on Grandpa Joe?"
Better.
I am not gonna rip out my hair anymore. That was a bit. Now I have this cool hat, and I will have a different cool hat for the show. And my thoughts on Grandpa Joe is there's a reason I gave his grandson the factory and not him.
That seems kind
Why?
of predatory.
He's lame and he's old.
But okay.
Yeah. Do the younger kids do it better? Is that your opinion?
I mean, I feel like they'd run a candy factory better than like an adult who would probably just sell me out for.
No.
I'm not answering the question. Do kids do it better? No, I will not be answering.
Okay, Sydney Amnesia asks, "Which Willy Wonka actor is your character most similar to?"
What do you mean by that?
Like, I guess like, which Willy Wonka actor? It's like from Gene Wilder to.
Oh, okay. I'm trying
like
to
the
go for more of a Gene Wilder type
Yeah.
Wonka, just because
For
like
real.
my costume is mostly based off of him. And most of like the scenes are based off of the original movie. I mean, he is the best. He's the OG. Unlike Javi, who is not OG. You're not OG.
Okay.
We're saying that.
Editor, cut that out.
Yeah. Can you put that out?
Editor, can you censor that?
Answer. It's an editor, please. Edit that. Anywho. Andrew Dronberg. Whatever. He asked, why is Happy like that?
How could I possibly know the answer to that? I mean, he's just like that.
What's your opinion on Javi?
He's pretty cool, I guess. He invited me to
No. Beautiful, cute, tall,
Smart,
handsome,
funny,
smart,
good at
funny,
baseball.
good at baseball.
13.
He is in fact 13. That is true. Yes, that is what I
That's
think of
all
him.
I
He is 13. He's cool. He's a pretty cool guy. That's all I gotta
Thank
say.
you.
Okay.
I'm sure he's watching.
Also, if
Evan
you're a college
Drake
representative watching this video,
Okay.
this is not me.
I never said.
I didn't say. None of us
anything.
said any of the things we said. It was all a joke, and it was all part of a script, and we weren't. We've changed as people.
I'm being forced here against my will to do this.
Shut
Between the
fuck
time-
up.
Okay, if you're
Be
working
quiet.
for college, like if you're like working for college and
Boy.
you're looking
Be
like
quiet,
at this
stay
video,
quiet.
just like get a view of like what we used to be.
Boy,
We've
keep it
changed
musical
between this
boy.
time, the time that this video is released, and the time that you're like
Mhm.
reviewing us.
Stay quiet, musical boy.
Okay, Javi, ask your question.
Yes. Evan Drake asked, "Who's your favorite Oompa Loompa, and why is she your favorite Oompa Loompa?"
Why are you automatically saying it's a she?
And why is them your favorite Oompa Loompa?
Why is them? That's a good question.
I would have to say, Jeremy is a pretty good Oompa Loompa. He does his job very well, and that's all I got.
You know, I think everyone's wondering, Robert, what's going on behind that stage.
People are talking a lot. That is a big issue with the
nah,
people on the
nah,
sides of the
nah,
stage.
nah.
They do yap
Nah.
a lot.
Nah, Robert. What is really going on behind those stage doors? What's going on?
I signed an
Oh, no.
NDA. I'm not allowed to say.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Nate Weaver anonymously asks, and that's it.
He used to
From one
spam that
Oompa
to
to
me
another.
whenever he first added me when I didn't even know him, and then I blocked him the first time, and then I actually became friends with him again.
You don't have to lie.
I'm gonna say
Yeah, you don't lie. It's a free like.
He doesn't have feelings.
He doesn't. He's. Alright, cut that out.
Editor, cut that out.
I'm gonna have to say nay. No offense to people who enjoy it. I'm just
So you're homophobic.
Can we get that on record? That Willy Wonka hates
Yeah.
gay people?
Willy Wonka, Robert.
do
Robert
not put that
Bond-
down.
Robert
Editor,
Bond,
cut that out,
Class
Class of
please.
Say
2025. Playing Willy Wonka.
2027.
Hates gay. 2027. I got it
Whatever.
backwards.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever.
me too.
Same thing.
Got that in.
Fuck you.
Cut
You're
it
not
in.
going to college anyways. You're not going to college anyways. Sam
Oh.
Neff asked a question. What?
Fuck you. No, just
What do you want? No.
It's my turn. Is it not my turn?
No.
Oh no, it's
you
not my
asked the
turn.
name
Okay,
your
okay.
question.
Okay, yeah, go. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, you always say that. Sam,
We'll talk about
I
this
don't
later.
wanna-
Just ask the question.
dude. Fuck. Okay. Sam Neff asked a question, and the question states, "Ask me a question."
How does it feel to have
Oh,
the last name?
wait.
Oh.
Wait, can I say that again? Because I feel like asking a statement is not like it. Sam Neff asked the question, and the questions. Ask me a question.
Hi, Sam Neff. How are you today?
No, ask me a question.
I'll ask you, Hobby, a question.
Yeah. And then you can ask him.
Hi, Hobby. How are you doing today? And then ask Sam Neff. Hi, Sam Neff. How are you doing today?
No. You can ask me, and then you ask him. Like 2 separate questions. if you
Yeah.
want.
It can't be the same. That's
Hi, Hobby. How are you doing today? And then ask Sam Neff
No.
how he
You-
was doing
yeah.
yesterday.
No, I'm not gonna
That's
ask
good
him.
enough.
You're gonna have to ask him.
Oh yeah, you
No,
have
we
to
gotta do
call
it
him.
perfect. Yeah.
Are we gonna add him into the podcast?
No.
No. Too much work.
Ethan McDonald asks, if you could be any shoe size, what would you be?
Um,
You know what to say about big sushi is?
Big socks.
Big socks.
10.5. Because then the Jordans that I bought like a couple months ago would fit me.
Okay.
Can you go get them for us?
Just say
They're
no.
downstairs.
Yeah.
His opinion doesn't
It's
really
okay.
matter around here. Like what I say goes.
Okay.
So
Oh really?
just kind of
Oh
ignore
really?
him.
No, really.
Javi, ask
No,
your
I see how it
question.
is. I'm not asking him a question anymore.
Okay, I'll ask my
Since you want to be a man show. You know what, Chris? We're not doing this in front of. We have been the whole episode. We're not doing this in front of him.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it later. Just ask your question.
We're not. No. You always say that. You always cut this thing out. You always talk about later. We never talk about it later.
It's like watching a couple
Yeah,
fight.
no.
I'm sorry,
Robert,
it's a little awkward. Just can you just ask your question? Well, just get this over with. Just
Whatever.
ask your question.
Yeah. So, like, how do you make chocolate?
Didn't you already-
Fuck up! I'm trying to get the fucking answer.
Oh yeah.
How do you
He
make
actually didn't
chocolate?
answer
No.
it
Cocoa beans
Yeah.
contain a variety of psychoactive
No.
components.
How do
primary,
you,
yet. How do you
chemicals
make
being-
chocolate? How does Willy Wonka make chocolate?
You make chocolate.
Again, I do not actually make the chocolate. It's all the Oompa Loompas.
No, I know you.
I do come up with the
Como el
recipes though.
cuerpo
That's
del,
all
Willy
from the
Wonka.
dome.
Hace el chocolate.
Me llamo es Willy Wonka.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
That was a good.
Me
answer.
llamo es Willy Wonka.
No. Like, how do you physically do the chocolate? How do you?
Again, I
No.
don't actually touch the chocolate. I just make the recipes,
No.
and then the Oompa Loompas do it, and then I see if it works, and then if it doesn't, then I scrap the idea.
Okay. Jacob Kraus asks, does he ride the giant elevator like the movie?
We do actually do that. And we
How big is it?
fly. That's another one of our flying scenes. I don't really know how it's gonna work. Oh, hey, my dog's in here.
He's not invited.
My bad,
I
Don't
didn't
let
expect
him in.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So it's another one of our flying scenes. We don't actually fly, but I think we're on a lift of some sort. I don't really know how it's working yet.
Robert, I swear if that dog gets like even a pixel.
We're
on the
ending.
screen, I'm
We're
gonna
not. We're
flip that
not.
show.
We're not airing the episode if the dog gets in here because it's not.
It's
It
fine.
wasn't
She's
part of
gone.
the
She's gone
plan.
now.
Like we didn't write
She's
for the
gone.
dog to be in the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually
Sorry.
like what's your favorite tweet? I didn't ask that.
Yeah.
Ask
Like
Cheech.
Wait.
we like.
Yeah.
For example, if the dog got
But
on,
not
we,
you.
we would have to ask something like
Yeah.
that, and we're just not
Mhm.
prepared.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Then, okay.
It's just.
I
I'm sorry. Like
apologize.
I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just kind of unprofessional. Like because we kind of have.
No,
it
I am trying to
planned
be
out.
rude.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be rude.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying
Like
to
with
be rude. I
all
don't like
actually with no due respect.
that dog is just not it. It's not it.
Alex
I apologize.
Williams asks, "Who is winning in a?" Oh wait, I already asked mine, right?
No, you can keep going. it's
Okay, okay, yeah, no, fuck you. Alex
really?
Williams asked,
No,
"Who's
no,
winning
oh
in
my
a
God.
fight, him or Milton Hershey?"
You know who knows?
I feel like me because Milton Hershey has been dead for a while.
Okay,
And
prime.
even when he was alive,
Prime Milton Hershey
prime Milton.
versus Prime Willy Wonka.
I feel like I would still win because he was not a
Robert, if
Not
you're
a
gonna
very-
touch my balls right now.
very built man. So I feel like I could win.
He invented chocolate.
That is
did.
not true.
It won't let you. Then who did? If it didn't, then who did?
I can
Milton
like
chocolate.
Google it real quick. I mean,
Why do you make gum that turns people into blueberries?
Well, who asked that?
Oh yes, I'm sorry, Jacob. Jacob.
I'm gonna be honest. The gum was not ready yet, and I specifically told her not to chew it. There's a whole song sequence about
Yeah.
it and the whole musical number, and I specifically told her, "Hey, do not chew this gum, but it's really good, but we can't eat it." And she snatches it out of my hands and eats it,
Like a
and then
dumb
she
bitch.
blows up. So it's not my fault.
You should have like
Do you
smacked.
feel no
her.
remorse for that? Like, even though she was wrong, don't you still feel
Biggest thing on
bad?
me. I know you do.
It wasn't my fault.
No.
I told him not to do it.
He's
Okay.
homophobic. Goes. Are you racist? Perchance,
No.
is Willy Wonka racist?
So he hates
Okay, we
gay
can ask
people.
you-
He hates and
hates
loves
gay-
children.
We should love hate
He
relationship.
doesn't believe in just working
Love.
kids. Just to sum up Willy
Okay.
Wonka for a day.
I have one question. Also, I feel like do Oompa Loompas have? And if they do, have you ever like walked in on them?
This is a
To
new
win the
question
church circle?
that hasn't been asked.
Yeah, new question. It hasn't been asked.
Mm.
So if you think it hasn't,
I don't know. This really sounds like something Owen Sandbauer would say.
He actually didn't know. So.
Again,
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Well,
Have
for
you
the
ever
first
done a
time.
church
For the first
circle?
time, you're not going to answer that.
For the first time, I'm not gonna answer that type of question. I apologize.
Have you ever had a?
I'm not gonna answer
That's
that
a
either.
different question.
I'm still
That is
not
technically
gonna
a
answer that
different
question.
Wait, and how? Okay. One more question. Will you ever do it?
This better not be in the official and like post edited podcast. I swear. I'm not answering these questions.
Why would you have a church circle?
Okay. Okay. Is there any other actual real questions?
I don't have any more.
Okay. I mean, that was basically it. That's the Jazz Podcast.
Jazz podcast.
The Jazz Podcast. If you guys
Podcast.
are watching, you have any suggestions for future guests?
Yo, fuck
Tell
Caden
us.
shit crew. He's like,
Keep that in.
Editor, keep that. Cut that in. Editor,
Put that in.
What was I gonna say?
he's a
Oh, yeah,
little
actually-
midget and plays baseball like a bitch. Put that in. I'm taller than that cunt. He's like 5'4". He lied to me, saying like he's 6'1". He's like 5'4". I'm 5'10". I'm taller. Beat me up, bro. Let's go. Let's fight. Let's throw hands, you cunt. Let's go. Let's get in the ring. Anywho, thank you for coming, Robert.
Whoa.
Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah. Wait. We still have a couple more things. Sorry.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Next
I didn't read the
episode.
script.
Yes. He doesn't like to read. He actually had 0 questions prepared until today. So.
I actually, I didn't have any questions. Like I started writing my questions at 5 p.m. today.
Yeah.
So,
So-
that's-
You can tell how
I
much he
remember
actually
the time
cares
was
about the
like right.
podcast.
I don't give a shit about this.
But anyway, the next episode we're interviewing the president and the vice president of Investing Club. So you have,
Jackson Sight. I
No,
see
they're
what
gonna
you
say the United
posted on
States.
the Caden Shit Crew. I saw what you posted. You're not funny. You're not funny. I see what you did.
just calling out everyone today. Um,
I'm not. I'm calling out Caden Shit Crew and Jackson's shits.
okay.
Michael Orwick, don't forget to add him in.
Yeah, and
Fuck Michael Warwick.
Fuck Michael.
There's a big reason
Cut
why.
all of this in. Leave all of this in.
Very honest. Any question for us? Oh, okay. Do you have any questions for us?
Not really. I mean,
Okay,
this was
perfect.
a pretty good experience. Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, thank you.
You have anything you
for
want to
us
promote?
having us.
Come see Willy Wonka at the Waynesboro High School, March 14th, 15th, and 16th. Literally next weekend. It'll be really fun. And come see it more than once. It's a good show.
You want to go watch that?
What if?
The show? She said yeah. So that's 2 tickets at least. There's gonna be at least 2 people there.
Thank goodness.
You're so humble though. Like, no, you're not gonna plug any of your own personal social media or anything. I think
Um,
Javi wants to talk.
I don't really have any.
You asked her. You didn't ask me.
Okay,
Are you,
what,
Javi?
gonna
Are
go
you
watch the
coming to
show,
see
huh?
Willy Wonka?
Yeah, you're
No,
gonna
I
drive from
can't.
New
I'm getting my
Jersey.
braces. I'm getting my braces tied in tomorrow. This
Okay.
weekend, so I can. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Wait.
It's gonna
Wait,
last
is it
until the week.
this weekend? No, wait. Is it this weekend? This
No, it's
weekend?
next weekend.
Whenever it
Next
is, that's when he's getting his braces
Oh,
tied.
okay. Yeah, I'm planning on getting sick that weekend.
Okay.
He's gonna be sick
So-
that day, yeah.
Okay. Promote what you want.
Dude, fuck you. He can't read.
Come see Willy Wonka at the Waynesboro High School, March 14th, 15th, and 16th. It'll be a really good show.
Well,
Okay.
that's basically it. That's the Jazz Podcast.
The jazz podcast for you guys, for us. Don't watch the Washers Warriors podcast. They're ass. They're actually ass. They produce nothing. They're not a good producer. They have their videos only on Spotify. They're ass. They're really ass. And in episode 3, actually, with Brian Hallcar and the other one, you cannot hit shit because their mic quality is so horrible. They don't produce their videos. They sound like shit. Brian Hallcar is bad, and yeah, that's it.
Again, we're on Spotify and YouTube. If you want to listen without video, go to YouTube Music or Spotify. They'll all be in the description. The link to buy tickets for the show will be in the description. Yeah, that's the Jazz Podcast.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done.
Fuck you, Javi. Okay, bye.
All right, peace
Bye,
out.
bye,
Thank you for having
guys.
me.
Bye.
Thank you. I'm done.
Yeah, we're done.
done.
Whatever.
All right.
Thank you, Robert.
Off the record, if you a request from me, could you cut all the questions from the?
Every
Yeah.
question we'll cut, actually.
Okay, thank you.
Anything regarding we'll cut it.
Okay, so just cut Hobby entirely.
Yeah.